All right, guys, we're back. Let's talk about it. Get straight into it. Let's talk about Thursday night's game from last week. These Patriots at the Falcons. This game was terrible. I know you've seen it at the end of the game. They literally took Matt Ryan out the game, put Josh Rosen in. He throws an interception. Then they put the other guy in. I don't even know that. Well, Franks. What was his name? Franks in the game. He throws an interception on top of the 2 interceptions that Matt Ryan already had. It was a terrible showing by those Falcons, but that's what you wanted.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I needed Atlanta to lose. They got blown down. Let them going downhill.
Hey, that's what we're trying to see. So next, we're talking about these Ravens at Bears. This was a very competitive game. Ravens ended up squeaking out a dub by 3.
Yo, this game was crazy. Justin Fields got hurt, but then Baltimore's driving down the field at the very end to win. Chicago Bears go cover 0. No, they went cover 1 man. It's 1 high safety. And then everybody else man-to-man, miscommunication. 2 people go with 1 man. Sammy Watkins wide open. I don't understand. You're facing a backup quarterback. Yep. Why are you going cover 1 man? You go 2 safety, high play zone. They're like 40, 35 yards back. Make him beat you.
With no Lamar Jackson, they should have pulled out that game. Huntley played, I guess, okay in that one,
but that brings up. We'll talk about it later. Matt Nagy. That was terrible coaching. Yeah. That was terrible coaching. We'll talk about that later.
We're going to get into that. But moving on to this, Packers at Vikings. We warned you guys. We warned you guys about this game. Tried to tell you that these Vikings just are unpredictable, man. They like that girlfriend that you got that just can go haywire at any point in time. Might slap you at Thanksgiving. We don't know.
It was a division game. I told you Minnesota win games. They shouldn't. They lose the games they shouldn't. I told you not to bet on it, so if you lost money, it's all on you.
Don't want to hear it. A lot of touchdowns from the quarterbacks, too. I think Aaron Rodgers had 4, and then Kirk Cousins had 3. But them boys put up some stats. No game should be that high, but 34-31, it was crazy. All right, let's get into this. Colts at Bills.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about them Colts. I've been telling you. Hey, man, all you got to do is don't turn the ball over. They going to win. Josh Allen the whole Buffalo Bills team is just overrated. They ain't really beat nobody all season. They beat Kansas City when they wasn't playing good football. Other than that, what's on their resume? Colts all day, man. Blowout.
Well, they did the smart thing. They took the ball out of Carson Wentz's hands. He didn't have the ball in his hands. He only threw for 106 yards. They literally handed the ball off to Taylor. Taylor went crazy. 185. Like, come on now. We ain't seen numbers like that since King Henry was around. Easy. So, I mean, it's crazy. They ran the ball, ran all up and down the field. Defense for the Bills should be embarrassed, quite honestly. That was really bad. I don't know. But moving on to this Lions at Browns. This was also a very competitive game for no reason. Browns squeak it out by 3. It was 13-10.
Man, I had a Browns fan send me a YouTube clip of Baker Mayfield missing a wide open touchdown pass, throws it into coverage, and gets upset because no flag was called. But you missed a wide open touchdown pass. Baker Mayfield, Tommy Cleveland. About that time.
Hey, Nick Chubb went crazy in that one, but you also got to remember Jared Goff didn't play in this game.
Yes.
So should have blew these boys out by way more than that. But, you know, that's the way it falls. Let's get into this very disappointing Washington versus the Panthers. Let's talk about it.
When I say we reverted right back into the old Carolina Panthers to where it was Superman got to do everything, like the defense been top 5 all season, and they decide to lay an egg. And I'm not going to lie. Ron Rivera, he's smart man.
Very smart. He played to his strengths.
No, not even that. He played to our weaknesses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because
his strengths.
He knew exactly that Dante Jackson, he knew his weaknesses because they was going after him all game. It was crazy. We couldn't stop the run game. I mean,
didn't get the run game started for yourself.
And then the biggest thing for us was they had the ball 11 minutes more than us. Imagine starting the game off and the other team got the ball 11 minutes before. That's almost the whole first quarter. You can't win like that, man. Defense got to step it up. That was a huge disappointing loss for us, man.
Hey,
crazy.
Hey, y'all unpredictable, man. I told you. Y'all come out there, beat the Arizona, even though Arizona was the quarterback. But y'all got that win and y'all lose to a team like Washington. That's really bad. Bad for business.
Got out coach.
Hey, but let's talk about this Texans at Titans. Also a crazy game.
Your boys.
Gotta blame Tannehill, man. Tannehill played terrible, dog. Like, literally, he played terrible. I don't know. Like, you can't lose games like that to teams like the Texans, man. I'm looking at this like, there's no way they're really losing. But then gonna beat teams like the Rams. Like I'm like, yo, like this is any given Sunday, man. You come out there expecting teams to lay down. They're not doing this in the NFL.
Division game. We say it all the time. A division game. I do not care what your record is. If you do not come to play, you can lose. You will lose.
Throw 4 interceptions in any game, you're gonna lose. So
division game.
Talk about it. All right, moving on to this. 49ers at Jaguars. We knew that was a blowout.
San Fran. Everybody know I got San Fran on the fantasy lineup. And who I beat this week in fantasy?
Oh, you got it.
All right. You see I got it.
Hey, we swapped it out. We won
it.
We won it one. You was holding your breath too. Please. But all right, we talk about this Dolphins at Jets. Flores with another win, strings it together. We needed that dub for him.
Big dub, a little bit sloppy, but we got the dub.
All right, then we go into the Saints at Eagles. Eagles handled their business.
Come on now.
We knew that.
Come on now.
We knew that.
Jump on the train.
We both picked the Eagles. What you mean?
Just jump on the train.
We both picked the Eagles.
Hey, you know, I was watching the game. I called the pick six. Soon as it was about to happen, 2 plays later, big play Slate.
Hey, stepping in the
Trevor Simeon's trash.
All right, so then we go into Bengals at Raiders. I told you about this game. With that. Let's go Raiders. Nah, dog. Not happening. Didn't happen. Y'all got smoked.
Yeah, it was bad.
Smoked.
I mean, hold on. Let's not jump ship.
Smoked.
You was on the Raiders.
Hey, I am. Once they get over these humps, once they get over these humps and to get that Henry Ruggs out of here, like I said, then they'll be fine. They need a little break, so they be fine.
I mean, 2-3 losses in a row? When they gonna catch up?
Somebody died. Like, what you want, bro? Come on now.
Not nobody on their team.
Somebody on their team killed a man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard, man. Like, it's hard to bounce back from that type of stuff. Like,
sounds like an excuse.
It's hard to bounce back from that type of stuff. That locker room is probably done. Anyway, we getting into the game that I told y'all. I looked right into y'all face and told you this was about to happen. Cowboys at Chiefs. What? Huh? I don't hear no Cowboys fans saying nothing. I told y'all that was about to happen because this is the same thing the Cowboys do every year. Like, I watch it every year. I look at them and be like, yeah, they about to blow one. And they just like, everybody giving them their flowers too soon. Like, and that's why they lose games like this.
Yeah, I picked Kansas City. I mean, Dallas went back to the old Dallas of old. I was really surprised of both teams' offense didn't score a lot of points, especially Dallas. You didn't even get double digits. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, this was another disappointing game. We had the Cardinals at the Seahawks, man. I really
disappointed.
I was disappointed, man.
How?
I was disappointed because I really thought Colt McCoy wasn't gonna pull it out. To be honest with you, like I told you, no Kyler Murray. I'm riding with the Seahawks, man, and they lose.
I try to
they need to burn that whole thing in Seattle, man.
It's division football.
Gotta go.
All the backups, it don't matter. It's division football. The new Arizona pull off this dub. The Panthers just made Colt McCoy look bad. But you gotta remember, he dominated San Fran the week before. So of course he could beat Seattle because Seattle been looking bad. I've been telling you, there's been rumors about Pete Carroll might be out of Seattle. Seattle getting rid of either Pete Carroll or Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson got free Russell, man, because it's crazy. Let's go on to the craziest game of the week. Pittsburgh Steelers playing against these Chargers, man. When I tell you, I had this man on the phone the whole fourth quarter, like, yo, this is crazy. Like, are you watching this? He like, sure right, I'm watching this, dog. I can't even repeat what he said. It was the craziest, most suspenseful loss I've ever seen in my life.
That fourth quarter was crazy. Like, first of all, I'm proud of the Steelers and Mike Tomlin for us to even be in that game because when I say we was playing with practice squad players and the only reason why I knew these players is because I follow the Steelers and they say, oh, Steelers picked up this player because this player hurt such and such, blah, blah, blah. Other than that, I'm out here talking like, who is number 50, dog? Like, who is number 8? Like, who is that? Like, I don't even know who this is. Like, for us to be even in the game, bro, like, that was crazy. But, I mean, we helped our own offense showed up big time.
It was a crazy game, man.
Crazy.
Definitely the most exciting game. And like I said, you got to tip your hat to Pittsburgh for even being in that game. They were blocking kicks. Like everything that you had to do to make it competitive, they were doing. They played their heart out.
The fact that you got to think of it, you got 11 starters on defense. We were missing about 5, and it was like our top 5. It wasn't like some bottom feeder starter who just no. I'm talking about our best 5 players.
No Fitzpatrick.
And they're gone. Fitzpatrick, Joe Hayden, T.J.
No,
Watt,
like,
Stephon Tuitt. Man,
it was tough, man.
We played with practice squad.
Very crazy game, man. Very crazy game. But we talk about this Monday night. Giants at Buccaneers. I mean, what you expect? Like, we're not a good team. We were gonna bound to lose that game. Plus, Buccaneers coming off a bad loss the week before.
They're a good, decent team, but Daniel Jones is just not good, and they blamed it on Jason Garrett today. He got fired, which he doesn't do a great job. But he's not the main reason.
I mean, he's not the main reason.
Main reason is your quarterback, and then Jason Garrett you could upgrade, but
man, we need some creative play calling. I'm looking forward to getting somebody in there that's an offensive mind. You know, get our weapons involved. Man, I haven't seen Kenny Golladay all season. All season, we spent money on that guy. Like, Kadarius Toney had one good game. I ain't seen him since. Bro, like, come on.
Real quick before we leave, I'm going to give you a nice little hint for y'all. Dan Mullen is free. I think he's going to go to Jacksonville with Urban Meyer. But Dan Mullen, he coached Kadarius Toney in college. He know how to use that man.
All right, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yo, what the streets is talking about. There's early reports that Matt Nagy will be fired after the Thanksgiving game with the Chicago Bears versus Detroit. Only early rumors, but we already know at the end of the season he's most likely going. So who would you like to see coach Justin Fields in Chicago?
I want to see Justin Fields get an offensive-minded head coach, to be honest with you guys. Like, we need somebody that's going to put him in the best position to be successful. And the offensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers, Nathaniel Hackett, I think he's the guy for the job. Like, he's been working with Aaron Rodgers for a long time. I feel like he's going to be able to translate some of those schemes that they do where you're going to be able to get your weapons involved, like the Allen Robinsons of the world, the Montgomerys of the world. They need that type of push, get a good defensive, they got a decent defensive coordinator in there already. But then on top of that, I think that's the way that they should go, and then basically play off their defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they have their offense around 14-21 a game, they've done their job, because that defense is stout.
All right, I'm going to name 3. So one for me, of course, you got to go Kansas City, Eric Bieniemy. I would love to see him with Justin Fields, give him some Patrick Mahomes type offense, give him some weapons, see what he could do. 2, I wouldn't even mind this. Let's see what Joe Brady could do. Offensive coordinator for Carolina.
I don't like Joe Brady. I don't like Joe Brady.
I haven't been a huge fan of him, but I feel like Matt Rule is definitely holding his offense back a little bit because it's not the same Joe Brady offense that we seen in LSU. Not even the same Joe Brady offense we seen last year. And then 3rd, little sneaky, Lincoln Riley from the Oklahoma Sooners. This dude has just been putting out quarterback after quarterback in the league. Let's see what he can do in the league with a Justin Fields. I would like that. He'll open it out, spread him, get him some. He'll definitely get him some weapons. So I like that with Lincoln Riley and Justin Fields.
So what's the ceiling for Justin Fields in your mind?
The ceiling
for that team with the new head coach.
But if they get like a Lincoln Riley, if they make the right hire, they definitely can win the Super Bowl.
What's their schematics? Like how I'm saying, as far as like they need to basically be game managing, like 14 to 20 play off the defense. You think the same?
What, as far as them playing off the defense?
Yeah.
I mean, they got a great defense. Like Khalil Mack is out for the rest of this season, but when you retool with a new head coach next year, yes, they got some young corners and Jalen Johnson. The defense is set. All right, defense is pretty good. Raekwon Smith, all you really need to do is fix the offensive line, get him some more weapons, get a great coach in there, and you ready to roll. You can battle with Green Bay.
All right.
I see you.
That's what the street's talking about. All right, guys, let's get into it. Talk about next week's game. Start with Thanksgiving night. We're going to go Bears at Lions. I'm going to go ahead and rock with the Bears on this one. I'm looking for Justin Fields to do his thing.
From what I hear, no. Andy Dalton is starting.
Oh, Dalton starting.
Yeah, but I still got Chicago winning. Chicago winning.
So then we move into this Raiders at Cowboys. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to ride with the Cowboys on this one, man. It's going to be a very competitive game, though.
It's Thanksgiving. I'm going to be around friends and family. Ain't no way I'm picking the Cowboys. I already know why I picked the Cowboys, but I know I'm going to be ready to hate, talk some trash. We're going with the Raiders.
All right, so then we move into this Bills at the Saints. I'm going to go ahead and ride with the Bills to bounce back. Bad loss last week.
I'm going to go with the Bills, not because they're good, just because the Saints are the worst team.
All right, so then we move into this Falcons at Jaguars. Best of the worst, man. Falcons got shut out last week, but I'm gonna have to ride with the Falcons because that was just embarrassing. Hopefully they don't get beat like that again.
I'm gonna go with Atlanta. Might change my pick later, but I'm gonna go with Atlanta.
All right, so we moving to this Carolina at the Dolphins.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and ride for Carolina, man.
Yes.
I think Carolina gonna bounce back this week. They gotta have this one.
Must-win game in the city. Brian Flores, you're my dog, but hey, it's a must-win for us. Your season over.
It's not in the city though; it's in Miami. But
No, I'm talking about must-win for the
For the
city.
city.
Yeah,
I got
for the
you.
city.
I
We
got
must win.
all right, moving into this Jets at Texans. I'm gonna ride with the Texans, man. Tyrod Taylor did his thing last week. I look for him to build on that momentum this week. We'll see.
Houston did look good, but I'm gonna go with the Jets.
Okay.
I think Zach Wilson should be back. I don't really think it matters. I'm just going with the Jets.
All right, so we doing this Eagles at Giants, and I'm back, baby. I'm back, baby. G-Man, we back, baby. I got you. Fired Garrett, man. I have to make a statement like that. Y'all gotta be back on the horse, man. We gotta handle our business this week.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with G-Man too.
Oh, word?
Hey, the Eagles, they had a nice little hot run. Now it's time to cool down. Division road game. Hey, no, I'm
We at
going
home,
to take
too.
Giants. Yeah, I know.
All right, so we talk about the Steelers at Bengals, and you see what happened with the Steelers last week, man. They depleted Steel. I'm going with the Bengals on this one, man.
Thomas said in the press conference today he expects T.J. Watt, Minka, Joe Hayden to practice this week. If they're practicing, they should be playing. So I got Pittsburgh.
They're not all playing. Watch. All right, so then we go Buccaneers at Colts. I'm riding with the Buccaneers, man. I gotta have it. Buccaneers gotta win this game.
Why not? Let's go, Colts! Let's go, Colts! Why not?
Boy, tripping,
Come on, man.
Hey, somebody get this man.
Come on, man. You said that last week. Let's go.
Go ahead. All right, we're talking Titans at Patriots. I'm gonna go ahead and rock with the Titans on this one, but don't be surprised if the Patriots win this.
You got the Titans?
Yeah, I'm riding with the Titans, man. They can't throw 4 interceptions 2 weeks in a row, man.
Against the
I'm
Patriots, they
expecting.
can because
At home. Let's go.
J.C. Jackson is probably the best corner you never heard of. Patriots.
Patriots. All right, we're moving into this Chargers at Broncos division game. I'm gonna go ahead and ride with the Chargers, man. Keep that momentum from last week, that thriller of a game that they had.
I'm going to go with the Chargers just because, man, I don't know if I believe in Bridgewater like that. So, Chargers in a very, very close competitive game.
All right, we're going to this Rams at Packers. Put an upset, baby. I'm going Packers, man. I'm going Packers. I'm riding this skid that the Rams got, man. I need it.
Isn't the
I need it.
Hold on, the Packers are favorite.
Hey,
no
I don't care
upset.
what's favorite. This is an upset.
Ain't no upset.
This is an
Packers are
upset.
favorite.
This is an upset.
Ain't no upset.
Go ahead, man.
I got the upset.
Man.
I'm going with the Road Dogs. Jay Ramsey. Step up, dog. Stafford, you the one that really needs to step up. I got the Rams, man.
All right,
Making a
so
statement.
Then we moving into this Vikings at 49ers. It's going to be a very competitive game again.
Yeah.
But I'm going to ride with the 49ers in that defense, man. They're not going to give up 30 this week.
I don't know about that defense part, but I got that offense
Hey,
and
that
fantasy
defense
all
gonna
day.
handle
I'm going with San Fran because that offense put that
Hey,
weapon.
defense going to handle it. Watch. All right, then we move to this Browns at Ravens. Big implication on Lamar Jackson this week. I'm expecting Lamar Jackson to play, so I'm going to go ahead and ride with the Ravens.
Somebody please help Lamar Jackson get his immune system right. I swear the boy is sick every week. Somebody help this man out. All right, I got Baltimore.
All that McDonald's, man. All right, moving into the Seahawks at the Washington football team, and I'm gonna go ahead and ride with the Seahawks on this one, man. Yeah, no Chase Young. I think they're gonna bounce back this week, get this dub.
Yeah, I actually got Seattle too. I thought I could sneak
Nah,
this
you ain't
in.
sneaking nothing in. I'm on that.
Man, Washington is back-to-back weeks where they just got some crazy dubs, but I see that coming to an L.
Hey, Heineke ain't
Monday
the
night.
answer, man. We see y'all next week. We out.